Everyone knows what plastic is. It is used to make everyday items such as bottles and shopping bags. But do you know what are microplastics? Microplastics are fragments of any type of plastic that is less than 5 mm in length. Plastic takes hundreds of years to decompose. Why? To understand this, we have to zoom into its structure. Let's take a look. This is polyethylene. It is used to make plastic products such as food wraps, detergent bottles, and toys. This is ethylene. It is a stable molecule with 2 carbon atoms and a double bond. Polyethylene is made by the reaction of multiple ethylene molecules in the presence of catalysts to break the double bond and connect the carbon atoms into a chain. This process is called polymerization. Plastic is extremely hard to decompose because it does not exist in nature. It is a man-made product. So, the bacteria that decomposes materials are not familiar with the chemical bonds in plastic products. In this video, we will dig deeper about the microplastics in our oceans. Every year, about 8 million tons of plastics ends up in our ocean, which is equal to 5 bins filled with plastic going along every foot of coastline in the world. And by 2025, the estimated annual input will be twice of that. Have you ever wondered, how do microplastic get in the ocean? Let's start with a situation where people go to supermarket to do some grocery, and instead of using the infamous plastic bag, we take plastic bottles as our example in this video. These plastic bottles are disposed irresponsibly in the river. Then, it will flow out to the sea. Ocean current may push the plastic bag to a gyre, a large system of circulating ocean currents. Plastic bottles are lowly pulled into the center, where they form a huge garbage patch. While it gets sucked in, it breaks down into thousands of pieces that is not much bigger than a grain. Moving to the next part of the video, there are a lot of dangerous effects of microplastics towards the aquatic life. Generally, the microplastics cause blocking in the digestive tracts, diminishing the urge to eat and altering feeding behavior. All of these things would reduce growth and reproductive output. Their stomachs stuffed with plastics, and some species starve and die. If we look into the research that had been done by Chelsea Rockman, a professor of ecology at the University of Toronto, fish that had ingested the plastics suffered liver damage. The fish are less able to metabolize drugs, pesticides, and other pollutants. The fish also produce fewer eggs and less motile sperms. As for turtles, according to the ICES Journal of Marine Science, all the 7 species of turtle that had ingested the microplastics had intestinal blockage and internal injury, dietary dilution, malnutrition, and increased buoyancy, which can turn into poor health. The microplastics do give serious and bad effects that need to be taken seriously, or else the aquatic life will slowly extinct because of it. Since we have looked at what microplastics are and the bad effect of it, here are a few ways that we can practice in order to help overcome this massive problem. First of all, we need to reduce our use of single-use plastics. Instead of using plastic bag, we can use a paper bag, cotton bag, or jute bag. We can bring this whenever we go to buy some groceries, and it will help to reduce the usage of plastics. Other than that, we can practice recycling. Instead of throwing away stuff like plastic bottles and plastic containers, we can reuse them or maybe send it to our nearest recycling center. Last but not least, we can participate in a beach or river cleanup. Consider volunteering yourself in a cleaning beach or river campaign. Just think of it as a contribution to the world. We can make new friends while saving the world, and we will have a lot of fun. There are several things we can do to help solve this problem. The decision is on us. Do we want to keep living in a polluted world or living in a better world where we don't have to face pollution? And never forget, the one who is contributing to this pollution is none other than us humans. So, be wise and start taking action.